So does anyone have any idea what mandates they're talking about?
No.
Any fucking idea what mandates they're talking about? No? Okay. Because it was never about mandates. The entire thing is a bullshit grifting front for fascism, white nationalism, and authoritarianism. Funneling money from the same people who orchestrated J6, the organizers are Proud Boys, Boogaloo, Oath Keepers, and 3%ers. Do not allow them to control the narrative. These are the people claiming they want freedom. Freedom for who? Not me, not us, not trans people, not people of color who want to live without being shot by police. Not freedom from the state and its surveillance and violence. Pay close attention to what they say they stand for versus their actions and symbols of hate. Somehow they claim to represent the working class, yet couldn't give a single fuck about healthcare, housing, food security, or anything that could minimally inconvenience them. Actual truckers were affected during the pandemic, yet these people are against worker protections and higher pay. The same people who now villainize and physically attack nurses who saved their families from COVID and held their families' hands as they fucking died. Do not be fooled. These people are small business owners. They are capitalists. My question now is for the media that's present today. How will you report this? Will you portray them as peaceful American patriots? Or will you talk about them for what they are, a fascist occupation? Will you talk about September 18th, November 14th, and December 12th, how every time these people come into our cities, they harass and harm unhoused people and people of color? Look at how the police treat them. Kid gloves. Say it, fucking kid gloves. I watched MPD brutalize my friends, social justice protesters for years. Meanwhile, these folks get escorts into the city. Cops have never and will never keep us safe. Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
We keep us safe through community defense. Folks like Remora House and Food Not Bombs DC. They've set up phone lines to help ensure people have all the resources that they need. Organize with your local affinity groups. Train and build your community. It's okay to point and laugh at them at the fucking convoy. Please do. They are failures. Too scared to even come into DC. Where are they?
They broke down in Vegas.
Where the fuck are they? They're not fucking here. Their disorganization and paranoia is hilarious. But I'm going to continue to say what I've been saying, what many anti-fascists have been screaming for years, especially to you blue check liberals. Do not sleep on the danger of these people and their beliefs. Do not run and hide when they come around. Confront them. You cannot vote out authoritarianism. Even though these fascists are loud, they are not the majority. They don't speak for us. Say it. They don't speak for us.
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 They are losing, and they know it. Be louder. Keep speaking out. It will take all of us to stand against them.
Thank you for all of you being here. I am Lindsay Rousseau. I am the Media Affairs Coordinator for Continue to Serve. I will be your MC today. We've got an amazing lineup of speakers from people representing the union space, the activist space, the community service space. We may be small, but we are mighty. Awesome. So, this began as a rally against the truckers' convoy against white nationalism that is infecting our country. But after the unprecedented invasion of Ukraine, it's morphed into something bigger. The reality is that it's all connected. The election of the former president emboldened white nationalists, neo-Nazis, racists, misogynists, climate deniers, QAnon conspiracists, and fascists to step out of the shadows. He not only provided support, but he gave them a platform to spew their hate.
How dare you come out here and defile our capital? How dare you come out here and speak the name patriot? Saying the word patriot doesn't make you a patriot. You got to come out here and have some skin in the game. And that's why I knew I would raise up. I knew, just like when I became a soldier after the riots, the LA riots, I knew just like when I decided to marry my wife in Germany, and I knew the moment that I would be a Black Lives Matter activist. When I seen fake patriots out here attacking our capital, we've got to make a stand. Whether it takes 10 months or 10 years, we must be absolutely relentless in our fight against white supremacy. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people.
I want to make it loud and clear here today that these convoys, whether it was the one in Canada or the one that's up in Hagerstown or the one coming here today, do not represent us. They don't represent truck drivers, they don't represent workers of class, they don't represent anything, any of the best things of our great country has to offer. Brothers and sisters, those so-called freedom convoys impede our economic gain we've made by disrupting international trade. They impede our livelihoods of working families here and in Canada. So, above all, they don't represent all of the ordinary Americans who made extraordinary sacrifices during this pandemic of our lifetime. Something all our brave veterans here today know about all too well.
I'm up here today in solidarity with those who actively oppose systems of oppression, whether it be white supremacy, capitalism, patriarchy, colonialism, imperialism, and militarism. Connecting the local to the global. None of this is new. However, the pandemic did expose some of the deep, rotted roots of injustices from our backyards and to across the world. But we also saw people rise. The movement for Black lives and racial justice uprisings, the largest demonstrations in solidarity with Palestinians, over 250 million farm workers strike in India, the long-withstanding indigenous-led resistance to environmental degradation in parts of the Amazon and to stop pipelines, youth-led climate justice movements. And today we're seeing people rise in solidarity with those in Ukraine and the bold anti-war Russian protesters. Together, building and growing is our pathway forward. Yes, we should call out the alt-right and the Republicans, but we should be calling out all of our elected officials as they continue to fail us.
Wanted everybody to know I saw not one truck parked anywhere. They don't speak for me. They don't speak for the other people that are here. I was worried about it. I want to say that one of the things that was most frustrating to me was to ride up to Freedom Plaza and to see that United States flag and not know whose side it was on. And I don't think that's fair. Not until I saw that sign that says fascist losers out of DC. Those are my people. So I just wanted to say that. Like, I come from conservative New Mexico. That's where I grew up. I'm out here now. There's hope for everybody. For 20 years, I didn't tell anybody I was a veteran because I didn't want to offend my LGBTQ community. I was very concerned about that. The flag has been used to harass people, bother people, oppress people, and it's really time for veterans to just take that back. Take it back. It's ours. It's not anybody else's. Stand up. Wear your hat. Show people who you are. You know, stand with solidarity with your people. Like, show who you're with. That sign tells me who I'm with. I knew to come right over to it. The flag with the LGBT flag underneath it, the trans flag, Black Lives Matter flag, I knew where I belonged.
You know, it's harder and harder. Every one of these events that we try to organize, it gets harder and harder to get a showing. But I look out here today and I see 50, 60, 70 people who showed up for this event. How strong are we? Too strong. How strong are we? Too strong. That's right. Now, when you step up to lead and you step up to organize, you're going to start learning things. You know, sometimes we find out that our beliefs were based on false information, that what we learned growing up wasn't actually true. But that doesn't mean that we can't stand, learn, and change ourselves to be a better member of our community. How strong are we? Too strong. How strong are we? Too strong. That's right.